hold them down, bribe them down. Literally, it was his but what he's trying to is that value them. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Judith. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to this amazing channel. So today we're going to be touching a very much requested video by my audience. That is how to make adult friendships, how to make it work, and how to keep them. So without wasting much time, let's jump into today's video. Yeah. In today's world, building a female adult friendship is actually very hard because there are a lot of factors responsible for influencing these things. Like, we're all grown women, most people with families, most single, different cultural backgrounds, and a lot of things are actually the cause of the friction on trying to, make friendships and keep them, and then find people that actually align with your goals and your values. But I'm going to be sharing with you a few things I think you can do, and they would help you. It works. It worked for me, so I'm speaking from experience. I'm not, disclaimer, I'm not a certified therapist or a certified friendship coach or whatever, but I'm just telling you what I did, and it has been working for me. So when I was leaving uni, I told myself that, I told my friends then actually that I wanted to be serious with whomever was serious with me. I wanted to pick those who are for me and leave those who are not with me. And it felt like what she's saying. But the truth was, I knew that life was going to get very rare. Navigating marriage, motherhood, a lot of things, career-wise, and other struggles that we basically have in life as human beings and as females in the world. Yeah, so I just knew that, and I made up my mind I was going to keep my eyes to the ground, be open-minded, and pick what was best for me at this point. Yeah. So these were the things I did, and these are the things I think you should do. The first thing to do when you want to make friends, adult friendship, is you need to go out there, be social. I know that, yes, most of us fall under the introverted groups, but you really need to go out, because when you call something, if I say that this is actually a goal for me, it means it's really important, and I'm definitely going to do whatever it takes to get there, right? So you need to go out there, you need to go for occasions. If people invite you for occasions, you need to turn up, because no one is going to come into your house and you become friends with them, except for family and family friends or whatever. But you need to go to occasions. You basically need to be out there to find people, right? Yeah. So that's that one. The next one is, we've all been through, most people have been through a lot of friendships that have actually scarred them and traumatized them, and due to that, they've set up a lot of barriers. But I'm here to tell you that when you want to make friends, you're definitely going to drop those barriers. Like, you're going to bring it down. They too are coming out from something else. You two are coming out from something else. So there's no point in those barriers, because you're definitely going to end up hurting each other. So you're going to bring them down and allow people to get to know you. And likewise, you get to know people as well, because with those barriers, you're like, should I do this? Oh, I don't want to be doing it. Allow yourself live, allow yourself breathe and mix. That way, you're able to meet people and discover them. The next one would be, don't go into friendships with so much expectations. It's basically the same thing in relationships. You don't want to go into a friendship with, you made this in quotes, this high demands for this friendship in your head. You've written it down, and the other part is living and world. That's the funny thing, right? And she's supposed to, if she doesn't call me like this, she doesn't call me how many times, she doesn't do this, she's off. You're doing yourself, you're not going to find anybody at this rate, right? So you're just going to enter your friendship and Get to know people. Don't go in with too much expectations so that you don't get disappointed or you don't lose sight of the goal and midway through you're just exhausted from nothing in general, right? People are going through things. This is real life situations. We are now adults. These are no longer kids. We are no longer kids. We are not children. These are adults, different mindsets with different personalities and all that. And you're hoping to become close to one or two persons. So you see that you can't enter with expectations. It's definitely not going to work. The other thing is, I usually tell people this a lot. Understand the flow of friendship, right? You want to understand the dynamics of what friendship is before going into it. That way you don't rush this. There are phases in friendship, just like there are phases in both relationships and all that. You know how a relationship is basically like, oh, we meet, we can become friends. Okay, we like each other. You can try to date, pot, and then from potting, along the line, we're learning each other. We can tell, oh, I think I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I think I want to wake up every morning to your voice, to your face, and all that. And then things are moving at a pace. I believe in phases, and I don't like to jump them. That way, you don't miss something. Yeah, I would say miss. You don't miss out on anything. Take it slowly. Why the rush? There's no rush on it, so that you don't make mistakes or you don't end up regretting, right? So first off, get to know people. There are acquaintances we just met, okay, breaking. Then I'm like, oh, I like this person. I feel like, oh, let's take it up a notch. And meanwhile, you need to be on the same, like you need to make sure that you're on the same, like you agree, like the other party basically agrees with, okay, I want us to progress. It could be from, oh, do you mind coming to my house? Do you mind visiting? That's the next step. And from there, you could actually become friends. By the time you could discuss and get to know each other, you feel like you discover that you could share a lot of ideas together. Oh, you could think alike. Oh, I'm like, oh, I like you. Ah, you think like me. Ah, you talk like me. You know, things like this, right? And you can move on from that phase to the next one. You don't meet people in a day and in a week you're saying we're besties. I'm sorry. No shade to anybody, but it doesn't really work like that. I know we've met people in 2 months and it feels like we've known them for years, but I'm just saying, like, not in a week, right? You can't tell me that you virtually get to know someone in a week. It's not possible. We are human beings. We are bound to change. We evolve with situations, with things, with life. So that's just it. Then be open-minded. Don't rule out people. Like, I think for most of the important friendships I have in my life right now was a matter of, I didn't even really put this into perspective. I'm going to get close with this person. The places where I had my eyes fixed or the places they had their eyes fixed, safe to say, was somewhere else, and eventually one thing led to another and you're back to square one. It has happened to me a lot of times. I'm like, oh, I think I want to move with this person, but I'm actually neglecting the next person in the background that genuinely loves me, that's genuinely rooting for me. And I'm probably looking out someone who's probably not really interested or not committed to being in that sort of relationship or friendship with me. And that's why I lose out. So that's why you need to be open-minded. And then study people. Study people. You need to study people. Because if you don't study people, how are you going to know if we share the same mindset, right? How are you going to know if we share the same ideologies? It's much easier for you to navigate friendship when you find people with like minds, when you find people with the same ideology, with the same values. That way, there's less friction in that friendship, truthfully. There's less friction, like things are just flowing, truthfully. Because you don't want to come out, you don't want to have this kind of scenario like your friend is saying something on a certain topic and you feel like, of course you can agree to disagree. That's completely normal. I'm not talking about the normal conflict. I'm talking about whereby this goes against your value, and because your friend is doing it, like you don't find yourself in a place of doing this constructive criticism where you don't want to go. This is bad for you because it goes against your value. You don't want it to seem like you're judging this friend in this your it's actually against your value. So you may just keep yourself that stress and not get to it, right? Define your friendships. When you meet someone and you guys you feel the same way about each other, being friends, and I like your type of person, you like my type of person. Define your friendships. I'm not saying put your friendship, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want you to do this. No, that's not what I mean by defining your friendship. What I mean is I like you. I like what we have. I like that we share the same ideas. I like the way we think. And I'm looking forward to sisterhood with you. If that's okay with you. Then they can give you a reply of, oh, that's fine. I really wanted this for the most time. Someone to be close to me. I want someone to be there for me in times of, I'm like, me too. I need someone to be. That way, you're gradually putting down your, I wouldn't call it expectations, but you're gradually defining what you're looking forward to in this friendship, right? And the other party that way knows what they're getting into. If this is the type of friendship they want, or if this is not, and they could leave or they could stay, choose to stay with you and make it work. That's it. And then the next one is shoot your shot. When you like somebody, go for what you want. I always tell my friends, if you like something, go for it though. There's no time to waste. Like if you like something, go for it. Because you may be wasting time on someone else who has seen the value in that thing. Move on and take it from me, and then you're like, oh, but I wanted it, I think I like that. Oh. And then another thing, please avoid a three-way friendship. This is my ideology basically. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Don't get me wrong, I've seen beautiful friendships, like, but their dynamics are usually different from, I don't mean, the one I'm trying to say you should avoid is usually this, like, more like a clique. Two people are close, one person is left out. It's bad for you, it's bad for your soul, it's not good for you at all. Avoid it at all costs, because at the end of the day, you be the center of the topic at all times. The discussion would always revolve around you, and they're close, they're whispering, oh, you're feeling left out in the background. You don't want to do that to yourself. That's what I say about saying beautiful friendships. But when I said their dynamics are kind of different, whereby this and this is close, this and this is close, this and this is close, but a three-way friendship, let's say two are closer, one is left out. There must be two that are closer, then one is left out. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But it hasn't always worked for me. So anything group, I'm very skeptical about it. Probably, but never say never. And you probably meet that group of friends, like the group that will actually change my perspective on life. Yeah. So that's it. And then the next thing you want to do is be the kind of friend you want people to be to you. You don't make this high notes of things you want a friend to do for you, a friend to be to you, and whatnot, and put in your head. But you're not that kind of friend. Why? You want people to be good to you. You don't want to be good to people. It doesn't make sense, and it's definitely not going to work, right? Then let's get to the phase of trying to keep them things to do. I think this is the most valuable thing. Like, this is the most valuable part of this video, right? Making friends. I feel like it's much more easier, but then keeping them. You have what it takes to keep and preserve your friendship, to nurture it. Friendship is beautiful. It's like a sisterhood. You want to nurture it. It's your baby. You want to see it grow. When you nurture your friendship, after carefully putting in these tips and trying to pick a friend for yourself, see, like, there's nothing as beautiful as when life is not going well for you, it's not going down for you, there's someone in the background holding it down for you, there's someone you literally cry to, and she's like, okay, what's the next step? When you're low, she's like, okay, I'm picking it up for you. You don't want to miss that kind of person in your life. There are few. I wouldn't say they're everywhere in the world. There are few in the world, so that is why you basically have to put in the work, right? Value your friendships. This is number one. Like, people don't value what they have until they lose it, and then they begin to say something like, oh, they stole her from me, oh, this and that. If you had valued that friendship, nobody will steal it. The person you value would actually know, the other party that you value would actually know that, oh, she values me so much. Oh, this, oh, and they'll be there for you. Appreciate your friends. Give them their flowers when they are like, not when they're there. They begin to write along a epistle on the social media space or probably at the burial. Tell people what they need to know. It wouldn't hurt you, it wouldn't hurt your pride. My friends know I'm very important. I'll be like, thank you very much. During since I met you, I was able to change this about me. Oh, do you know that I'm grateful for you because you've pushed me beyond my limits. I'm grateful for this and this and that you did for me. I'm grateful that you're able to break down the barriers I set up for myself without not knowing. Appreciate them. Give them their flowers. Everybody wants to be appreciated. Everybody wants to know that they are doing a good job. It's just like you're commending people. And then when you say mean it, don't just bluff or sound sarcastic about it. Nope. Be intentional. Show up for your friends when they show up for you. Be there in their lowest moments. Be there in their highest moments. Be that shoulder they can lean on. Don't make the world revolve around you. Everything must not be about you. They are not just your friend, you're also their friend. You should reciprocate the love. The energy should match each other. It shouldn't be one-sided. Right? That's it. Then the next one is avoid unhealthy competitions. This is usually one of the main issues why friendships don't last. The competition. Oh, she's doing this. Why won't I do this? Oh, why can't I get this for myself? Oh, she has a good man. Why have I been meeting bad people? Because your destiny and their destiny, they're just different. Your journey in life and their journey in life is different. And there's this joy that comes from being happy for people. Yours will come. They're willing to go through the ends of the earth for you. They're willing to push through fire for you. The healthy competitions are things like, oh, we set goals. Me and my bestie, we usually do this every year. We set goals, but recently when we set the goals, we talk about it and we discuss the structures we put in place and how we think we can achieve it. These are healthy competitions. She's trying to reach her goal. I'm trying to make sure I finish my goal before the year end. And then at the end of it, because now we're going to convey and then talk about it. And that brings me to another point. Be accountable. Have an honest and accountable friendship. People are not accountable. Adults are no longer accountable. Nobody wants to be told what to do. Nobody wants to be told, oh, you're wrong. Nobody wants to be told, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, you're doing wrong. Because knowing who you know, knowing your friend, is coming from a place of love. And the only way you're going to feel hurt in that kind of situation is if you're not self-aware of yourself or you don't self-reflect a lot. Being accountable is one of the best things that happened to me in all my friendships. Actually, in my friendship with my bestie, I wouldn't say in all. Being accountable. I know that I'm accountable to someone, so I have to watch what I do. I know that this person is going to say, oh, you didn't do this, and I don't want her to really frown at this. I'm putting it into consideration and minding my actions. I know that there's somebody that's going to tell me outside. When outside, she's going to stand with me, and then when she comes indoors, she's going to call me to order. What's more beautiful than that? Everybody needs to have an accountable person in their space. You just need it, right? And the next one is you need to be understanding. Be an understanding friend. Be kind. People are going through things. People are battling a lot of demons and they don't share. Some they choose to share, some they don't really want to share. Give them time to share when they want to share. I know this is very difficult because you feel like, oh, I'm sharing things immediately, or why is she taking time? But the truth is, I think after a while, when you've built a longer time together, like you've built years on this friendship, then if something like this comes out, then you can start to address it. But when you're just starting, give people time to be able to open to you. People are scared from different friendships, right? You want to let them to understand they can trust you. right? So you give them time, you understand them, be kind. That's just basically it. And then that's them. Be a loyal friend. Be loyal. Pastor Joseph Salman will usually say, if you find one loyal person in your life, hold them down, write them down. Literally, it was his job, but what he's trying to is that value them. It still comes to value your friendship, right? Be loyal. Be loyal. I don't want to really go into this, but I'm just going to look at this, right? Yes. So, and the next one would be, don't give loopholes. Don't let the devil in. Sis, don't do that. The devil is moving around looking for things to scatter, trying to ruin your life. You don't want to give him a chance, even in your friendship. Mind the voices you listen to, mind the people you listen to. They may just be at the side waiting to snatch that friendship away from you. And then tomorrow, that's why you have a lot of, oh, she stole my friend, oh, she stole this. Don't give loopholes. You've been in this thing together. It's a sisterhood. I know you, you know me well, you know what I can do, you know what I can see. Why do you need to sit down and listen to people, to gossips? And at the end of the day, you're human, you're bound to start having, oh, I feel like, oh, then problem will come out from nothing when there's no problem. Yeah. So guys, I had a beautiful time, a relaxing time talking about this thing because friendship is beautiful. Friendship is unique to each and every person. What I share with this person is definitely not what these two parties will have. It's something you want to experience. I can't afford I don't know about any other person, but I can't afford to not have a safe space outside of every other thing I have going on for me. Like a free judgmental space where you're able to be yourself. Oh God. If you don't want to jump on that. So guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in my next video.